morning, Belen. I'm Frankie Menendez.
And I'm Ricky Diaguiar. Welcome to this edition of the WBLN for today, November 7th, 2016. Overnight, Janet Reno, former U.S. Attorney General under President Bill Clinton, died at 78, following a long battle with Parkinson's disease. Reno, the nation's first ever female Attorney General, served in the Clinton White House from 1993 to 2001. While in office, crime went down in the U.S. for the first time in decades. She passed away last night at Reno Ranch in Kendall, surrounded by family and friends.
This past Saturday, Belen held its annual 8th grade Father and Son Day. This tradition goes back over 30 years, where students and their fathers have spent the day together playing sports, board games, and having lunch.
If you haven't noticed, Belen has an off-duty police officer at the school. Here's Brandon Lubian with more.
Belen has been on this campus since the 1980s, and since then, every year they're trying to increase the security measures they have for their student body and teachers. In the past 5 years specifically, they've added in new security gates and doors to ensure the security. Now this year, they've added in something new. An off-duty police officer will be patrolling the school throughout the school day. Now let's see what our own students and teachers have to say about this.
We've also set up a security committee to study what some of the school's needs are. So recently we requested that an off-duty police officer be available on campus throughout the day as a resource officer, a lot like a lot of the private schools and public schools have in the area. And we really feel like it's going to be a great service to the community.
Having a cop on a school, it seems strange at first, but it's actually for a good reason. Having the back completely exposed isn't always the safest thing. It's always good to know someone's there just protecting the school.
And reporting for WBLN, I'm Brandon Lubian.
Hillary Clinton came out on top in Nickelodeon's Kids Pick the President contest. Clinton received 53% of the more than 900,000 votes cast. Donald Trump earned 36%, and Libertarian Gary Johnson got 11%. Nickelodeon collected votes from October 28th through November 5th. The online poll is informal and not scientific. Nickelodeon markets its contest as entertainment meant to amplify kids' voices and opinions, and also raise their awareness of the electoral process. It's been held for each presidential election since 1988. The TV network notes kids have correctly chosen the next president in 6 out of the last 7 presidential elections. WBLN wants to know who'd you vote for? Go onto our Twitter page at Wolverines TV and vote.
In international news, the Nigerian army says it found one of the Chibok schoolgirls kidnapped in 2014 by Boko Haram. The army says she was discovered carrying a 10-month-old son. The girl, Maryam Ali Mayanga, was found with a group that had escaped a Boko Haram hideout in Sambisa Forest. A medical team is evaluating her. She is said to have been among the 276 girls Boko Haram militants kidnapped in the middle of the night at a boarding school in Chibok in April 2014. Since the group launched an uprising in 2009, the more than 20,000 people have been killed in the conflict. About 2 million have been replaced.
Okay, here's your scoop for today. This week is French Week, and the French Club will have a crepe sale on Thursday, November 10th at 3 p.m. The cost is $10, and it will include a water bottle. Tickets on sale in the bookstore. Proceeds will go to the Nations for Haiti. A job well done to members of the Cangrejos Club who took part in the Liga fashion show. Students sold thousands of dollars of raffle tickets and helped spread the message of La Liga's mission. The middle school robotics team is competing at the Junior Orange Vex qualifier. And also, Belen's Model United Nations takes on numerous awards at the Vanderbilt University Conference in Nashville, Tennessee. Now stay with us as we bring you weather and sports right after these messages.
Oh, Jesus, I want to tell all little souls how indescribable is your love.
Experience the beautiful story of Saint Therese of Lisieux, the Little Flower, in a live drama that will inspire everyone in your family and community.
If you found anyone more unworthy than I am, which is impossible, you would grant that soul even greater graces than you have granted me. All he would have to do is abandon himself to your infinite love and mercy.
Actress Audrey Ahern captures the innocence and passion of this most beloved saint of modern times in Therese, the story of a soul.
Yes, I feel it. Even though I had on my conscience all of the sins that can be committed, I would still go in confidence and love and throw myself in Jesus' arms. For I know how much he loves the prodigal child that returns to him.
Want to see this show? You can make it happen. Bring Therese to life in your own community. Call 360-687-8029 to learn how.
You'll see. I will send down a shower of roses.
Celebrate the year of consecrated life with Therese, the story of a soul. Call us today at 360-687-8029 or visit theresedrama.com to learn more.
Good morning, Wolverine Nation. Today's going to be looking like a pretty clear day if you live in Miami. However, if you are in Key Largo, you are going to be getting hit by some storms later on. Other than that, it's going to be a pretty sunny day with some clouds. Let's look at the forecast. Our temperature is going to be in the 70s today. Going to be a high of 79 and a low of 72. Relative humidity is going to be at 64%, and winds are going to be coming in from the northeast at 13 miles per hour. And like I said earlier, it is going to be a little bit cloudy throughout the day. Let's look at the next 3 days. On Tuesday, we are going to be having a high in the 80s and a low in the high 60s. Wednesday, we'll have a high in the high 70s and a low at 70. Tuesday, we will be experiencing some rain, and we will have a high at 78 and a low at 71 degrees. And chance of rain will be in the 10s, 20s, and 0% and 50% chance on Thursday. And with that, let's move on to sports.
Thanks, Raul, and good morning, Wolverines. The Belen football team won Friday by a score of 13-7. Belen found themselves down early after a controversial fumble was returned for a touchdown. Belen then drove the field and connected on a 40-yard field goal by Javin Rice. Belen took the lead early in the fourth quarter when QB Lucas Pola connected with Diego Ortega for a 50-yard touchdown. Belen's defense held solid the entire game, allowing only 55 yards of total offense prior to Pace's final drive. The Wolverines extended their lead on a 22-yard field goal by Javin Rice. The Wolverine offense was dominant rushing, with Papa Garcia, Javi Hernandez, and Don Chaney leading the offensive charge. Belen finishes the regular season with a record of 7-3 and takes on Palmetto High School next week in the first round of the playoffs. Congratulations to the varsity swimming team on finishing as Boys State runner-up with 198 points. Congratulations on a great season, boys. Congratulations to our cross-country team on their third-place finish at the state championship, and to Joshua Collins, who finished in fourth. On Friday, the Belen Blue basketball team defeated St. Mary's 49-37. Leading scorers for the Wolverines were Adrian Delgado with 13 points, Gabriel Marrero with 9 points, and Danny Fernandez with 8 points. Yesterday, members of the middle school basketball team and their families took part in the Down Syndrome Walk. Down syndrome occurs when an individual has full or partial extra copy of a chromosome 21. This additional genetic material alters the course of development. The team walked the 5K to raise funds for research and resources for parents. Good job, guys, and good to see your hard work on and off the court. The Miami Hurricanes took on Pitt last Saturday at The Rock and never looked back. Brad Kaya was explosive in his outing, putting up 5 total touchdowns and throwing for over 320 yards en route to put up 51 points. In addition, the defense was solid and held the Panthers' offense to only 28 points. Kaya, who performed arguably his best game of the season, went on to say, "The offensive line just showed up and played great football." Other key performers for the Canes were Amon Richards, who had a record-setting performance, gaining 140 yards and a touchdown through the air. In addition, David Njoku was solid with 2 touchdowns and key catches on third down. The Canes look to become bowl eligible next week with a win at Virginia. The Dolphins are on fire, winning their 3rd game in a row, this time against the Jets at Hard Rock Stadium. The game started off with both teams scoring on their first 2 possessions. Tano connected with Dominic Jones to go up 14-10, but with the Dolphins down by 3 with less than 6 minutes remaining, Kenyon Drake took a kick return to the house and to give the Dolphins a much-needed division win. The Dolphins will be heading to San Diego with a 4-4 record and look to make a push for the playoffs in the second half of the season. That's all for sports. Now back to you guys at the desk.
Be sure to follow us on YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook for our latest news and pictures. I'm Frankie Menendez.
And I'm Eric Diaguer. From everyone here at WBLN, have a wonderful day, and stay golden, Wolverines.